Very funny, bitch. Very funny.
Oh. Easily. That voice right there. That curse with so much precision.
Yes.
Like it wasn't even a script. Like it was something that just came out naturally. She probably wake up and says those words. and that voice came from one of the most sophisticated, classy thespians, entrepreneurs, authors that we've met in this business. All around good person. I've only received great energy from her when she's come up on the show and I see her in public. And I'm happy to announce she has a new book called Every Day I'm Hustling. And it's out today. The lovely, the magnificent Vivica A. Fox.
Hey!
This is good.
Hey, y'all.
What's up? Every now and then, Vivica, because when I look at you, like, you know, I remember certain people like Felicia Rashad or Diana Ross or certain
Diane
people.
Carroll.
Diane Carroll. Gonna help me out here.
Yeah.
Help me out here.
No, because I can tell you, for me doing Empire,
yes,
that's what everyone ladies like. You're like a new age Diane Carroll thing. And I was like, okay, new chapter for Vivica.
I
All
get
right,
that.
grown, take it.
Yeah, and so every now and then I gotta go like watch reruns of like Booty Call or something. You know, just you know what I mean?
Listerine.
Let us not forget, man.
Listerine.
Who can play that game? It's my movie.
Come on, man.
What was your favorite scene? The bubble wrap scene?
Yes.
And pop, 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 pop. They had the little sound effects in there. Pop, 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 pop.
Do it. I'm gonna go bananas in that rum shaker.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, but you know, you got a chapter, and I'm paraphrasing, hold up in your book, and it made me think about this. And it has nothing to do with that, but it says about you got to get in front of change.
Yes.
And when we look at the change of life is going to come, so get in front of it. Mm-hmm. You're talking about biological change, but it's a metaphor in my opinion because you've come a long way from Booty Call.
I have, yeah. From Booty Call to an author and still hustling.
Still hustling.
Life happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to go through different chapters of your life, and that's what I mainly say in my book is don't be afraid of change, okay? Physically and mentally, okay? Because if you can learn to go gracefully into other different chapters of your life, you'll enjoy the ride so much better.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing wrong. You can't do certain things forever, especially as an actress. Like I had to learn like when to go from being the young ingenue to then playing grown-up roles to then now expanding my brand with my hair collection, now being an author, just to know that when, like my daddy said, when it's time to put a period on that chapter, turn the damn page.
Turn the damn page.
Yeah.
You also talk about maturing in this music business. Like you just did. You went through these phases of being the young girl, getting a booty call roles. You know,
booty call is just prevalent today. All right,
I love it.
Right, you got something lined up later today. What's happening, cut?
That's coming out my mouth. Hey, yo, you take that how you want it. All right. I ain't got no abs. It's a chapter in the book.
See, there's a chapter in the book.
See, you got to read the book. You know where I'm going. But you talk about some interesting things that it's like, yo, it's good to hear people talk about this. You talk about being 50 plus in the business and having to adapt to things like social media.
Yeah.
You know, and how's your challenges been with social media?
I almost failed the test the other night.
What happened?
Y'all don't know. Somebody on one of them shows wanted to insult my movie, my acting, and who I am, and I immediately, my phone started blowing up, and I'm human, so I was like, I was chilling. I was like getting ready to watch the women's NCAA finals. Missed Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Shout out Notre Dame winning. Boom, boom. Yeah, beat Mississippi State, and got sidetracked by some drama. And so anyway, my phone started blowing up, and I was kind of like, oh, what's going on? And being emotional, I reacted to it, and so I was like, okay. So I put up a couple of posts and I let it be up there for just a little bit. And then I said, you know what? And I took them down and I deleted them. I said, you know what? I'm taking this negativity. I'm going to be an author on Tuesday, and I'm not taking you into this new chapter with me. So, deuces, I'm cool on you, but tell you what, I see you.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you know how I feel to your face, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's
Real
people
talk.
you know. People know.
No, that person.
That particular person.
Yeah.
But you talk about let your haters
Be your congratulators, no
You
doubt.
Say that in the book.
Yeah, I do say that. So, I'm trying in life to grow as a woman and to walk the walk and talk the talk. And I just felt like, wow, here I got this motivational memoir coming out, and I'm acting like I'm in high school. So that was the main reason.
Yeah.
But a lot of your followers were calling her out too because she's preaching like supporting black women and like empowerment.
Yeah.
And then she's taking you down, and it was like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
Contradicting your own.
Yeah, go on. You can say it. There you go. Right. Yeah. Toxic trick.
Okay. Toxic trick.
Yeah, that's right. That was the thing that I put up because we did Celebrity Apprentice together, and we had an epic boardroom showdown, which led to me getting Empire. And I explained that all in the book as well too. Sorry to go back to shameless plug.
Oh shit!
But the reason why I got Empire was because of that.
Kenya Moore?
No, because of that.
Whoa.
No. Because that episode, that epic boardroom showdown. Ooh, I like that.
Keep going,
Take it, it's
Tracy.
yours.
Yes, I'll take it. Trollmeister. Yeah. But then was that creative planning on her time that knew that I have a lot of stuff going on that I would bring a little bit of shine to her. So that was the main reason why I was like, nope.
So is it strategized that much when like people are Vivica got a book coming out? This would be a good time to get at her because she's
You never know. I mean, it seemed a little coincidental.
Yeah. I do not respond to social media.
You don't? Good for you.
Yeah,
Good for you.
like
I try my best not to clap back, but there's some days I have time.
Yeah.
Well, we saw you in Booty Call, so we know what you
No. You know what you need? You need just an audio clip with that Kill Bill's "fuck you, bitch." Just like, just have that on deck.
A gift, right? It was
Yes.
It'd be cool.
You Kill Bill. You talk about Uma Thurman, right? And what was that? What was it like with Uma?
Awesome. Learned a lot. But we would train. We trained for 6 months. Doing Kill Bill, and I learned a lot from her. She was the one that taught me how to be a little bit more manipulative. And when she said manipulative, as a sister, I took it as like I ain't messing with nobody. what you talking about?
Fucking up my job.
Right. Ain't nobody doing that. And what she was telling me was, basically that, I got angry with Quentin one time. We every Friday we would have critiques, and. I'm the kind of person like, stroke me a little bit. Tell me my kicks was high.
Yeah.
My ass is getting tighter. Something. You know what I mean? Damn. But instead it was like, nope, you sucked at this, that, and the third. About the 5th week, I had it up to there. And so I was like, well, are we doing any damn thing right? And everybody was like, oh. Lucy Lou start grabbing my hand. She's like, girl, don't be doing that. Girl, what are you doing? And then Uma was like.
Uma called you over?
Yeah, she called me over.
What she
She's
say
like,
to
you
you?
got to learn to be more manipulative. Don't do that. He could fire you. Straight
shit,
out.
She just gave you game.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
and look, that's all she had to say was fire me. Check on? No. What?
You were like,
Right. Yes, Quentin.
Speaking about Uma, didn't she?
She was in the news a while back for she was talking about the accident that happened on set, and were you surprised at all? Because it seemed like she was really. A lot of stuff was coming to surface because she hadn't commented on the whole the Weinstein and the Quentin and everything like that. But then when she finally did that interview,
and can I tell you, we had no idea. I didn't know. They filmed that scene after I had finished the movie.
Yeah.
So even at the premieres, I had no idea that she had went through all of that. So I mean, I just commend her courage that she waited. She learned to manipulate that moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And that she came out and she was like, in time. Because I asked her one time on the red carpet, and she says, in time, I will tell my side. And she dropped it dropped the mic.
Like it just
I'll be right back with that.
Just wait for it.
And she did. And it did. And when she hit you, everybody was like, wow.
For those who don't know, Quentin asked her to do something that was really dangerous.
She had to drive a car in the scene, but the car, she wasn't comfortable driving it, and so,
with no seatbelt.
Right, and it was like a classic car with it wasn't really safe, and so there's a scene. The footage is out now on YouTube where she's driving and she loses control and she crashes into a tree, and it looks really, really bad.
It did, didn't it?
And they rushed over, and Quentin he said, looking back, it was I shouldn't have done that and things like that, but I wasn't there, so
yeah. And I just I put out a quote on that, and I just said that I hope that he learned that no stunt, no scene is worth anyone's danger or their life.
But meanwhile, the underlying message in that was you was pissed he didn't compliment you on your martial arts. that was sweet revenge. Right there.
But going back to that real quick, though, how did he respond? Because I understand the being manipulative, and thinking about the bigger picture,
right.
Win the war, not the battle. But you could still be collaborative.
Oh, absolutely. But I think it was his way of breaking you down to build you back up.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It was like, I want you all to know that I've hired the best people so that when we do this movie, when it comes out, like all of us basically did all of our fight scenes. There weren't really a lot of stunt doubles. I mean, we pretty much, my fight scene, I did 98% of it. The only thing I didn't do was crash into the table, and I wanted to do it. Yeah, but they were like, no, that is dangerous, and the stunt double got cut too.
Wow.
So I was kind of like, ooh.
Do you think there's a point where directors, because you have people like Stanley Kubrick who have pushed their actors to the brink of when they were,
99 takes.
Right,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But in the end, you get like some amazing performances and a crazy film out of it. But do you think sometimes they need to know when enough is enough?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think with any business, I mean, that's like for athletes sometimes. Like, you've got to know when enough is enough with them, that you can push them to be great, but you can't hurt them.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that applies not only to film, but to, other
artistic mediums.
Yes, thank you very much.
Vivica A. Fox.
That word just left me.
That was a good one.
I got you.
Every day I'm hustling. It's a new book. It's available. People can get it now?
It's available today.
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 Ryan's on the line. Ryan, go ahead. Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, Ryan.
Good morning. I'm good. How are you? Happy Tuesday, man. Salute to y'all as always.
All right, brother.
Go ahead.
So Vivica, I'm from Gary.
Gary, Indiana?
Yep.
All right.
You got any people up this way?
Gary, no. My family's in South Bend and Indianapolis.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. What do you think of, and salute to you, Sway. I wanna hear In Control before you go off the air.
Janet Jackson in control?
I don't mean to put you on
Janet
blast,
Jackson.
but yeah.
Vivica said
And,
that's a song I did when I was a youth.
My question to Vivica is, what do you think about this Set It Off remake? They're doing a stage play. What do you think about that?
Broadway.
Everyone is entitled to do their artistic impression. Am I happy that they did Set It Off the play? No. Just because some things are a classic, and I really believe that they should be left alone. But the cast that they have assembled with LaToya Luckett, DeBrat, Demetria, Kyla Pratt, from the clips that I've been shown, people tag me trying to get my opinion. It seemed like they're doing a good job, from what I've seen. Jakarius Johnson, I had just did Two Can Play That Game, the stage play, with him. And when they said the whole Set It Off thing, I was like, nah, I'm cool on that. But,
Why would you do Two Can Play That Game, though?
Why did I do Two Can Play That Game?
Yeah.
Well, because it was a stage adaptation and it was my film. And it was my film.
Okay.
And I just felt like nobody else could do Shantae but me. So that's how I kind of got roped into that. I ran when it was over. Trust and believe that.
Hey, Ryan, thanks for your question.
Thank you for answering.
Absolutely. You're a citizen, Ryan. Thank you for buying that Concrete Jungle album.
Chuck the deuce on that.
I said I ran from it. There's something going on with you that I don't feel like enough attention is brought to it in terms of your business prowess and who you've been as an executive producer, as a businesswoman, as a boss. You talk about your clothing line, your hairline.
My hairline, the Vivica Fox hair collection, is doing great.
Being an EP, it's your book, it's your play, it's your movie. And we don't hear enough of these stories, especially about women. There's a few that we hear about, but
a few,
but not a whole lot. And usually those few are. It's very few, and it's the same few. Talk about that. Like, when did you make that? Was that always on your mind?
No,
back in the booty call days. Was that, no.
Every day I'm hustling toward a booty call.
Yeah.
I can say that my business partner, Lita Richardson, helped me to start looking at that. I'm in a business called show business, and started making sure that I understood that I knew more about the business behind the show. That I had to understand after about the 5th or 6th film that we greenlit. She said, "Okay, Vivica, time for you to get another check," and I didn't even know. to be very honest with you. I said, what do you mean? She said, we're going to produce the next one. You're going to get another check, and you're going to get another credit. I said, what? So she had to tell me, it's some more we can get.
Yeah.
So that's how that happened. And so you just have to know your worth. And I share like that knowledge in the book to know your worth. Don't be afraid to ask, because most likely it is there. You know, because sometimes we just start working. You're like, oh, I got my check. I'm good.
Right.
You don't even realize how much profit that you're bringing in. Pay attention. You know, and I tell people that in life, not only pay attention to your business, to also pay attention to what's going on in our world. I'm not that way about politics now. I'm that way about a lot of things. Because then if things go wrong or you don't get paid, you can't blame no one but yourself. So,
That's game.
Yeah.
That's game, HB.
Yeah.
You hear that?
You already know. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be afraid. But I say attack intelligently as well, too. Don't be the bull in China store. You know your place, play your position, stay in your lane. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know, and so I just really feel that we as a people definitely need to learn that, too. And say like, oh, yo, check it out. Like, dog. You know, you
can't talk to the president of the company like that. That nigga bitch.
You like, where that come from?
What you call it? Booty call. I'm trying to tell you. She's never too far away from a booty call.
That's accurate, though.
Right. Yeah, that just kind of came out, right? But no, look, I've seen it.
Yes.
And just been like,
That's not going to work.
Not the route to take.
Take some of that cologne off.
Yo, I love them.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to work.
I love how you said in your book, I can't think of what chapter this is, but I think something about I fall in love with abs. And
six-pack and a smile. I'll say it for you.
Yeah. And I date body parts as opposed to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know girls can relate. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And boys can too. Because y'all know, what's your song? Can't trust a big button to smile.
Can't trust a big button to smile.
That girl is. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I just had to learn. You know, the flesh is weak.
It's weird.
The temptation. That was like a confession.
That's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah,
right?
it's just
And then
true.
you'll keep dating that same person over and over with a different name. Like, I had to learn to stop doing that.
Yeah.
You know? Like, he would just show up and just, like, take off the shirt. Hey, yeah.
I was it. Huh?
Take your shirt off
Right now. And don't forget, I was so glad that I had outgrown that by the time I did Vivica's Black Magic, because that's all that was there.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, no, more
yeah,
abs.
that's true.
Go do sit-ups, right. And cut out carbs. Yeah. I was good by then.
But
I was making money. You know, I was making money then. Yeah, exactly.
Vivica Tarantino.
Have you done enough cardio this week?
Her too.
Vivica,
What, baby?
to focus on one body part, penises.
Oh, Lord, I'm glad she said it and I didn't.
Yeah, I wasn't.
But hold up, because a lot of women, usually in your younger years, it's all about size. And as you get older, a lot of chicks don't care as much. Has that changed for you, or is that a myth?
I know she had. What?
How old are you?
I don't know about all that, but okay.
My bra was fell off, Tracy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's the motion in the ocean, right? I get what you're saying, right? And if his wallet is a big size, it makes up for the lack of size, right? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, that part, right? You know. Well, I mean, no. The older I've got, I've always said that the next person that I want to be serious with, that I want to fall in love with his mind and his heart, and then hopefully he is a good partner. This is what I'm saying, y'all.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna work out, but I'm gonna try. I'm trying to make better choices. Really, I am. And I just want to meet somebody that's a good person. You know, that can be a good partner. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody don't get everything, but have a little something.
Everyone got flaws.
So that part hasn't changed much for you in terms of size. You still look. You
Are we back to the booty call
No,
again?
okay, hold on.
Okay, right.
But so.
No, I don't walk up to guys. Yo, how big is your penis? I mean,
It matters though, Sway. Listen, you can have a
help
nice
me with
guy.
this one, sister. Help me.
You can have a nice guy with a big heart and a nice mind, and he can have money. But at some point, you might be creeping off with the hood dude down the block that's broke as shit. But he know how to take care of you behind
in
that
that
clothes.
one way.
You would cheat?
Would I cheat?
Yeah.
Well, prior to marriage, I was a different person.
Okay.
But I'm married.
Different person.
I'm married.
She was an extra on Booty Call too.
No. I'm not a fan of cheating in marriage.
Good.
But relationships, boyfriend and girlfriend, sometimes
You might get something on the side.
Sometimes things happen.
Hey,
it's not a
just
sin.
slip up on it, right?
You just slip up.
Oh damn!
Oh my! Did I?
Was that your dick?
How was that your dick? How fun is it for you being single right now?
Oh, lots of fun.
Yeah?
Very happily single. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's not like I'm not accepting applications. I just haven't met anyone. I mean, right now I'm kind of like dating my career.
Okay.
Like I'm really, really busy, and I just don't want to get sidetracked with all the blessings that are happening. To be honest with you, and I just happen to be the person that when I fall in love, I just
all in.
Yeah,
we've seen. Yeah, exactly.
But your career is your relationship. That
As
makes
of right now, yeah.
Okay.
There's just a lot of things going on. I mean, like literally in the past 6 months, I've just went from project to project to project to project, and it just would be unfair for me to get in a relationship with someone, and I just wouldn't have time for it.
Okay.
Right. Then I have to start arguing with them about me not having time because I'm about my coin right now.
I would hate arguing with you, man. That seems like your
It's
argument.
fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not. It's all verbal though. It's just like one.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not a hitter.
You're not a hitter.
Not a hitter. No.
Okay.
No.
What
I
about
don't believe in
burn
that.
shit?
Jesus.
Well, Iggy Azalea was talking about that recently with her breakup
She burned
to Nick Young.
She
Right.
burned his clothes.
Yeah, I
It's
did
just-
see that. I was like, Iggy, right? You got a whole bunch of black in you besides the booty.
Damn. Go ahead, Heather. Let her out. Let her out.
We were having this conversation earlier, and maybe I don't know if it's the same as
But she's
far
good,
as
though.
actresses. We were talking about women in music sometimes, and I was sharing with Sway and Tracy and DB and them that I didn't have kids as a female in the music industry because you had to be available.
Right.
Like it's just the studio time thing. And
Everything.
You always want to have that. And you were talking about being busy with your career. Is it the same for actresses too?
Oh,
like you
yeah.
prolong having children and then you wake up and it's like, well, now I'm 37. Now I'm 41. It's like.
But women are having kids later in
Later.
life, though. Now, and there used to be a time there's like you couldn't balance out the both. Couldn't balance out both. I say yes, you can have it all. It's just children didn't happen for me. But I have 5 beautiful godchildren.
Yeah.
And trust me, they expensive.
But did you make a decision that you weren't going to have kids early just to work
No.
at all? Oh, no. Okay.
No. I just. By the time that I decided that I wanted to have kids, it was with the wrong person. Right. And then it was like after we broke up, then it was like the change started happening, so I couldn't have kids.
Got it.
I think God was like, nope, we're going to take that. We're going to stop letting you be so weak because I was dating Sixpack and the Smiles constantly. Damn near married one. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the book. All right. Make sure y'all
thanks for
get the
sharing.
book, man. Every Day I'm Hustling by Vivica A Fox. Incredible. We had a game. We'll save it for you next time you come. Real quick, the talk that during Independence Day that Will Smith gave you. You said he gave you a pep talk.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Well, we were filming the first 11 days in Wendover, Utah, which I later nicknamed Bendover, Utah, because there was nothing to do. So
Okay.
I had a day off and was in the jacuzzi having me a drink, chilling. And he walked by and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, enjoying my day off. And he was like, "Come here." You know, you do it with the finger in the clenched mouth. And I was like, gosh, what did I do wrong? Because he was so focused when we were doing the film. And I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Do you realize how big this movie is going to be for us?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, it's going to be cool, you know?" He's like, "Vivica, this is going to change our lives. We are going upstairs. We're going to go work out." And we did. And we went upstairs and we got in a push-up contest and sit-ups and all that. And he just said, "Don't take this for granted. Don't take this for granted." I mean, I didn't realize at the time that an African-American man, a Jewish man, a black woman, that we were all kind of saving the world.
Yeah.
And when we did the film and it came out, no one mentioned it. They just looked at us as good actors. And that was the lesson that I learned from him, that don't take anything for granted, that if you're blessed with an opportunity, shine.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
Shining, 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 shining now. All of this winning, I'm just losing my mind. Okay.
All right. Vivica Fox, ladies and gentlemen. And we have nothing left to say.
It's Sway in the morning. On Shea 45.